Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we wanted to talk about our thoughts on the War Table live stream for the upcoming Avengers game. So, Ish is here with me today. So, let's just get straight into it, I guess. So, that's the first thing to say is, what did you think of the live stream, what we saw?
Rubbish, mate. It doesn't look bad. It's not good.
No, it looks like a masterpiece. It's gonna be the best
It doesn't
game
look like
made.
a good game. There's so many things that are wrong with the game, which we'll talk about.
I guess the thumbnail kind of gave away our thoughts on it. We think it looks really, really bad.
Yeah, it just doesn't look. I
don't know about really. I feel like there's a chance they could redeem it, but I don't think it's likely. I think it's.
I'll get it when it comes out. I don't know, if I can be bothered to pay.
I'm not buying it when it comes out. No chance. But anyway, let's just. I guess let's just go straight into the stuff that they showed. I guess just talk about it.
Right. Okay.
So they showed us more gameplay from the game, which looks horrendous in my opinion. It looks stiff.
The frame rate drops massively.
Oh god, the frame rate drops to the worst part. Oh my lord, it looks so bad. How did this happen?
I don't get it. I don't get why the frame rate does that though. For a proper modern game,
the thing is,
why
it doesn't even look that great because it doesn't look that great. It doesn't look like that much of a demanding game that the frame rate should be dropping all over the place like that. And also, they didn't say what it was running on, so potentially this could be running on PC. So if it is, then that means that the console version is going to run even worse.
Yeah, that's true. And with the cutscenes, the frame rate on the cutscenes drops massively. Halfway through when someone's talking, there's a scene where Thor and Black Widow have a little confrontation, I think, and Thor's going to walk towards her, and it just freezes halfway through, and it's not it wasn't my internet or anything buffering. It's the actual video, the clip that they actually showed.
That was it, because people thought that it was the stream that was messing up when they showed the game, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't the stream.
When you look at the,
it's actually
gameplay. When you look at the raw trailer that's on YouTube now, it looks really bad. It looks frame rate wise, it looks really bad. Even graphically, I don't think it looks good. Aside from the graphics look okay, but the actual character designs all that look terrible. I guess we could.
I think with the character designs, I think the only one that looks okay is Iron Man personally, in terms of his suit.
I think the worst two by far, Thor and Captain America.
Captain America looks really bad. His armor looks so stupid.
And Thor looks really weird as well. I don't know why he looks like that.
I feel like with Thor, you can get away with him looking a bit stupid because he's meant to be Thor from this other world, and maybe the designs look a bit different. But with Captain America, why does
Hammer look like a toy?
Captain America looks like he's wearing proper bulky armor, which isn't normal for Captain America because obviously he's meant to be
Why does Thor's hammer look like a toy?
Oh, what, Thor's hammer?
I don't understand. Yeah, it looks like a toy.
It looks like them cheap Hasbro ones, the ones that are made out of foam.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Remember those Nerf foam Thor hammers that they used to make?
Yeah,
it looks like
one of those.
The whole game just, I don't know, man. It looks really cheap, but the story as well, that doesn't look like anything of interest.
The story is so what's the story is that so the A-Day thing happens, and then
this is from another trailer. So if you guys haven't watched the trailer, I guess then go ahead and watch the the first trailer they released. This was back in E3, I think, they showed gameplay.
Yeah, if you want to watch the main trailer and then come back to the video, feel free to do so, because basically we're just going to be talking about what happened in that trailer as well. So basically the story is that A-Day happens, and then the helicarrier blows up. Cap's supposedly dead, which they show.
That's not true.
That's a big thing that they show. There's memorial stuff all over. Is it New York? Is that where the game's based?
I think it was San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
I think it.
Yeah, so there's war memorials everywhere. There's a statue which is heavily shown in the trailer, and that kind of reminds me of Far From Home when Iron Man dies in Endgame, and then they have everything in Far From Home that just as
where it's spray paint on the wall.
Even though it doesn't look like Captain America was really being a hero, he just was sort of in there.
I mean, the thing is, that Captain America's not dead because he's Captain America. They're not going to kill him in the first 5 minutes of an Avengers video game.
Yeah, because they're going to want to use the gameplay a lot more. I think if he is definitely dead, and that's a big if, the gameplay is for Cap is going to be, I think, flashback scenes, mainly.
Yeah, potentially. But I don't know, the story just... And also, speaking of the story, I guess we found out that MODOK is the
MODOK
villain
is
now,
meant to be the big villain,
cool,
which
I
is
guess.
just...
I mean, that's cool. I like MODOK. But
I think he's
don't
alright,
think
but
it's
coming
enough
back
of
off like the
it.
MCU and everyone we've seen in the MCU so far, MODOK doesn't look like the most intimidating villain that you want to be playing against. Like,
I mean, I guess you gotta remember though, this is like the beginning of its own new universe. Because I mean, well, as far as we know, it's not tied into Spider-Man, but potentially it could be because that reporter on one of the scenes was holding a Daily Bugle microphone. But it's not going to be turned to PS4 Spider-Man. I don't know what they're going to link this to, because it's the whole thing's really weird where this kind of sits in terms of universe. It's its own universe. Is it the PS4 universe? Which I don't think it is, because Spider-Man PS4 isn't on Xbox. This game's coming out on Xbox, so it wouldn't make sense to say
they're going to
it's the
link
same
it
universe.
to The Amazing Spider-Man. What would you do if they did that?
Well, the designs for everything look about as good as the designs in the Amazing Spider-Man. So I mean, that wouldn't be a shock. To be honest,
the thing with MODOK is he doesn't really seem like I said, intimidating villain that's like world-ending sort of thing. Whereas like you've just come off like with Marvel, they've just come off Endgame, which had Thanos in it, obviously.
Well, that's literally what they're selling this game on. I think
They're
Just
trying
the
to keep
for
the
Endgame,
hype
the
for
of
Avengers
MCU in
going,
general.
even though we've like finished that sort of chapter in the MCU.
I feel like no, if they want to keep hype going, then make it something like make it its own original. I mean, obviously, people are like some people who are like trying to defend this game might say, "Oh, you're just saying that it looks bad because it's not the MCU." But it doesn't look good even if it like if the MCU didn't exist, I'd still say this looks bad because all the character designs look bad. Some of the voice actors don't match, and the dialogue sounds really bad. Like, I mean, the only ones that match, in my opinion, are Travis Willingham as Thor and Laura Bailey as Black Widow, because they've done it before. The rest of the, like, Troy Baker, in my opinion, might be okay as Bruce Banner. Nolan North doesn't match Iron Man. Captain America's voice,
Captain America's voice doesn't sound like it should be Captain America. It sounds a bit too deep. I feel like when you picture Captain America voice, it's kind of like friendly and like inspiring. His just sounds scary.
I think that I mean, what was your theory? Maybe he is scary because
you know what? If they did that, I don't think it's gonna be good. But I kind of want to play it because I feel like he could potentially be.
I don't want to play it.
First of all, I think he's not dead. I think we all think he's not dead. I think he's gonna be.
I don't think I know he's not dead.
I think he's gonna be bad.
I know
They're gonna make him say Hail Hydra. That's what I think. And then I think he could potentially be the final boss battle.
I will read story spoilers. If Captain America is actually dead in this story, I will buy it and review it.
I'm gonna buy it anyway, so I'm gonna probably end up reviewing it.
I probably shouldn't say that, but I didn't say I'll buy it at launch.
But the thing is that
I'll buy it
I don't think they're gonna make MODOK the final boss. That's just too it's just not good enough. Like, it's not big. Like, it's not on a big scale. Like, if they make Cap the final boss, I think that's big enough. But MODOK is just not, because you know, I'm gonna compare this to like a similar game, but it's not similar in many ways. You know, Lego Marvel superheroes.
Well, I saw something the other day where there was some tweet that said that Lego Marvel Superheroes has gotten a nice glow up, and it was just a picture.
I liked it. I thought it was good. I played a bit of it, and I think the first boss you do fight in is MODOK. So it's the first boss, and then the final boss you fight.
Was it not Abomination? I thought it was Abomination.
I'm not sure. MODOK is one of the first bosses. I'm pretty sure. Like, he's not towards the end, because I'm pretty sure you fight on the start, and then to the end one is Galactus. But obviously they're not going to do that on a big of a scale, unless, especially if they're trying to build up this their own universe, where like they're going to build up to this big, maybe another a potential Avengers Endgame sort of thing.
Well, they have said that the which is scaring me. The game, obviously, we know it's a live service game already. They said that with story stuff, we're gonna get more story. We're gonna get story DLC as part of the game. So I think the game's gonna be unfinished when it comes out. Because the game doesn't look especially polished or great right now. Like, you know that gameplay we saw on this War Table event. I think it's called Once an Avenger or something like that. It's the thing with Thor. That looks really stiff and kind of unpolished. Like, it looked like I mean, I know it said it was an early build of the game, but even then I still think that doesn't look good for an early build. And the game comes out in basically 2 months, so this is,
and it's already been pushed
get
back as well,
somewhat close to this. Yeah, because it's supposed to come out.
That's why we were thinking it was coming off the hype of Endgame, to kind of keep that going. Yeah,
because that's basically directly a year after Endgame came out, so that's why I think it was originally made to kind of, I mean, this whole thing, this whole game is just made to kind of build off the hype of Endgame. But I think the gameplay.
I think with the
doesn't
gameplay,
look
it just
fantastic.
looks boring. It doesn't
It
look
just
like
looks-
anything I'd want to play.
Yeah, it looks boring and like kind of
Yeah.
stiff and clunky. The story looks boring. It looks like it performs terribly because the frame rate was horrendous. Also, the other thing I don't like about the gameplay, which this is going to lead into the microtransactions, is it looks like Avengers Destiny. It looks like Destiny, but they stuck Avengers in it and sold it.
I think the one thing
gonna
that's going to
sell
stop
it.
that from happening is like there's not going to be much open world, is there? I think there will be a little bit, but I don't think there's going to be much.
I don't think so. I don't think there is. I don't think
there's
there is
not?
an open world. I don't know. It's kind of disappointing that the last I don't think so. The last Marvel game before this was Spider-Man, and that had like a huge open world, and it was a sick game. And then we're getting this, and then after that we're going to get Miles Morales. It's like this is like sandwiched in between like the two worst possible games.
You got the break,
yeah,
which is sick. The two Spider-Man games. You got the middle.
And then the meat is just like some like
Horse meat.
yeah, it's like some Tesco
value.
burger, like Tesco value. The burger. What even was that? I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Do you have anything else to say about it?
I just want to talk about the villains that we've seen so far, and kind of just go through those.
I guess if you have theories, then go ahead and shoot them because I don't have anything to say about this game. It doesn't join enough
I've looked at the
interest from me
villains
to...
a little bit because I feel like they're going to be a big part of the game. So the first one, one of the first ones we see is Taskmaster, which looks, me and you were saying, looks really bad. Like he looks terrible.
Taskmaster looks worse than he did in the Spider-Man game.
That's why I don't think they're going to try that with Spider-Man. That's why I don't think they're going to try
well, it can't be because it's a completely different incarnation, isn't it? I think a different voice actor and everything. So.
Oh, right, yeah. Basically,
yeah.
Taskmaster looks really bad, and I think they've added Taskmaster because he fights Black Widow. So that's
you want to know why they added Taskmaster? Because this was supposed to come out the same month Black Widow was supposed to come out. Now neither of them, both of those things got pushed back. So
this
now they can't sell the game and the movie based on that.
This is again like jumping off the hype of the MCU just to try and get audiences in. I think. And I think I think it will work personally. I think a lot of people will buy this game just because of
it's going to make money.
Yeah,
it's gonna make money.
I don't know if it will be good, but I don't think it will be. But
I don't think it's going to be good based on this. But I'll launch it won't be. I think it might be like Battlefront 2. Well, like with Battlefront 2, where they added loads of content afterwards, and it became good eventually. But it came out as a mess. I think it might be like that. But this looks. I would say that this looks worse than Battlefront 2.
Yeah, definitely. I'd agree with you on that.
Opinion, yeah.
So the next villain I've got down here is MODOK. We've obviously talked about him earlier, so heard that earlier on in the clip. The next one
there's two more, isn't there? That's Abomination and
Abomination. So I think this is again going to be some sort of similar thing where he's going to fight with the Hulk, and this is going to maybe recreate the Incredible Hulk from the MCU sort of thing again, which is more hype off the MCU, which seems to be all that they're doing with this game, with the dead people and the memorials and the jumping off the hype of the whole Avengers thing. And the AIM soldiers, there's like a lot of different sort of enemies. There's like
because AIM is MODOK and AIM are the big bad guys of the game. It looks like they're going to be the
there's
main,
a lot of AIM soldiers though, like different variants, like robots, like actual soldiers in loads. So
they're just going to be grunts, I guess.
I guess we're going to see
basic enemy that you fight.
That when it comes out. And then one thing I've especially picked up on is that one of the robots, they look like adaptoids, which are the ones that can copy the Avengers' powers. And in the Avengers Assemble TV show, which is really bad, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
It looks about as good as this game.
Yeah, it's on par, so we'll talk about it. Basically, the adaptoids are like one big villain of the whole season, and the Avengers can't defeat them, so I don't think they'll make them too overpowered in this game. And then the last one I got is Captain America. I was writing down that's just a prediction.
Depends if Captain America's actually a villain.
There's a potential villain. I think if they did do the thing where he is like the final boss.
Yeah.
Personally, I would like it. I don't know if it's going to be good, but I think I'd like it. I'd like to try it out. I'd like to.
I feel like it might be like somewhat fun to play, but I feel like it'd be really boring because it'll just be because of how cheap this game already looks. I think it's just going to be Captain America's gameplay versus like in bot form versus you. Like none of the heroes look like they have standout gameplay in general. So I mean, I don't really know. That's all I have to say though, because I mean, as I said, this game has little to no interest in.
I think I've got one more thing to say about the game. It's just because
at least you have something to say. I don't. I really don't. This is.
I think it's because I want to. I think it's because I want to get it when it comes out. To be honest, I've just been looking at it. But
because it's an Avengers game.
what they showed was like a big part of the trailer was that it's like a 5-year jump, which is the same as the Avengers Endgame jump when they fast forward with the.
Did they specifically say that it was 5 years?
I think they do mention it's 5 years. I think Black Widow said it's been 5 years.
Okay.
So that's again copying Avengers Endgame, but then I think it's going to be in like a different format where apparently this world has gone ruined apparently just because the helicarrier blows up, which doesn't really make much sense. But they're all split. Like the Avengers are proper split up. Like you can tell because there's one scene where they all just start arguing, and then Hulk gets Iron Man, and the Iron Man has to get the Hulkbuster suit out.
That's taken from
the Hulkbuster
from Avengers
suit.
Assemble as well.
The Hulkbuster
And
suit.
that's taken from Avengers Assemble as well. Yeah, you want to say something about the Hulkbuster
The Hulkbuster suit looks like the eBay knockoffs of the action figures. That's all I have to say about the Hulkbuster suit. It just doesn't look good. But hopefully
we need to find a picture of one of those and just put it up on screen now.
Yeah. I'll definitely. There'll be a picture up on screen of the Hulkbuster in the game, and then the Hulkbuster you can buy from eBay, and then we'll do a comparison.
Try and spot the difference. That'll be a fun game.
Yeah. And then so I think they're doing the split of the Avengers, which kind of reminisces Civil
Avengers
War.
Assemble as well. That was.
I
don't even think it's referencing Civil War. Because in Civil War they were like split into equal teams. They've all just kind of. It's like Watchmen. They've all just like split apart, and it's. I
think they're all just doing their own thing.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think this game should have happened personally. Or I think if they did it, they should have taken a lot more time and then developed the story a bit more, and tried to make it something a bit more different instead of like. Basically, this game is basically a big mashup of what we've seen before, just different parts of it taken from different, basically MCU movies and just thrown into a game. And that's basically all I have to say.
Make money. That's basically going to be it. Yeah.
That's basically all I have to say.
Yeah, I guess that's all we have to say about this game. So I guess if you guys think anything different or want to disagree or agree with us, leave your comments below. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you like this video, because we're going to be making more videos like this.
Yes.
And
thank you for watching, guys.
Be sure to thanks for watching. Check out our Instagram page below. Once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.